Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Tina with Tina's Inspired Art. We are gonna have more fun today, and we are going to do a simple design with very minimalistic colors for today's pour. My design is going to be on a 12 by 24 inch canvas. And the design is actually going to look like this one here on the wall, similar to this, I would say, but I want to do it on a larger canvas. So this one here, super pretty. I love this one. And after it had dried, I went in and just drew with a marker just to add a little bit more interest to that leaf look. And I think she came out really pretty. You can hold her in any direction too. So yeah, my own unique little design. She has gold, some silver, black, very simple colors, but a really pretty design. So I am going to do something similar to that on this 12 by 24, so nice and stretched out. And yeah, so we'll get started. I'll flood my canvas with my normal house interior paint. I'll come back and we'll talk through those simple yet elegant looking colors. Hey everyone, I'm back. We flooded the canvas, popped my bubbles, and we're about ready to talk about the color choices, of which I just showed you the example of what we will be doing on a larger canvas. We'll see if it turns out. It'll probably be slightly different, but in the general sense, we're going to do something that looks like a nice leaf just blowing in the wind. And I am going to, whoops, just stuck my arm in the paint. All right, it's time to talk through our color choices for today. We'll have a Liquitex black, a bronze. This is a brand new, this is a pigment I just mixed up from the this little piggy, and this one is called Latte. Now this one doesn't look like it, and we'll see. It's a good test, but this one is called S'mores. So I don't know. I thought it was going to be more chocolatey looking, and yet it looks more charcoalish, maybe a burnt marshmallow on your s'more. So I don't know if it's going to dry more chocolatey or not, but it definitely looks more mostly like a pewter color. We'll see. And then my Liquitex gold layered on top. So those 5 colors for this pour today. Again, it's going to look like that one, similar on the wall with that kind of leaf look just blowing in the wind. So let's get started on this one. It's going to be fun. I'll take my Liquitex black and kind of outline my design first. And I'll just start somewhere about right here. And go out like that. Just kind of swaying in the wind. And now I'm going to do my leaves. I'm trying to encourage leaf patterns, or my leaves. So I might just try to almost draw them in as I want them. So kind of like that, just a leaf blowing in the wind. I'm going to outline it just a little bit more. I'm going to go in with some bronze. Now, this is very new to me, using this little piggy. Never before used. I almost wanted to do a swipe with this one, just to swipe the leaves out. But I'm not. I'm going to blow them out and then do my botanical signature style to it. I feel like there's a lot of paint on here. But so far I kind of like it like that. I'm going to work my way up along each of these petals, see what we get. Yeah, we'll see what that looks like. I'll have to say I like the color mixture, very marbly looking. But right now it's just, it's not working for me exactly right now, but it will, because I'm going to manipulate it. It's going to look like a nice leaf. I'm going to put a stem on this. I'm going to drag it down. So yeah, I'm going to keep going on this beauty. So to start it off, I'm going to take this, kind of drag it. I'm going to look leaf-like by the time I get through with it. But the colors on this look super pretty. Little bubble. Drag that one through just a little bit more. All right, guys, here we are. We finished this one. I think she came out really pretty. A nice leaf looking design. I kind of did a little bit more work down here because I didn't quite like the end result of the stem, so I just added and blew it out just a little bit more, just to continue that on over actually the canvas. So I like that effect a little bit more than what it looked like earlier. And then I just kind of took the leaves and made them more whimsical looking. But there she is, guys. I think she turned out really pretty. She's gonna dry beautiful with the shimmer, the gold and bronze shining through. Boy, is she gonna look good in the shimmering light. So that's it for today. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to check me out on my Facebook and Instagram. And my website is www.tinasinspiredart.com. I'll be posting this one on my website within the next 4 to 5 days. I am going to show you on my painting what I am going to do next since my painting is dried. But I thought I'd just show you what I kind of do ahead of time is so I know what I'm painting. I go ahead and just kind of figure out in my mind what I want to paint. And so I just kind of drew it out on this scrap piece of paper. I'm wanting this kind of odd shaped, it almost looks like a, I don't know, like an oak leaf. I think it's that type of leaf, but it's kind of real elongated. And so I just kind of drew it out here. And then I'm going to just kind of paint it on my canvas sporadically on the finished dried results. But I just wanted to show you kind of what my thought process is ahead of time before I actually start painting. So the leaves are all gonna kind of look like that. So yeah, that's what I normally do. All right, so you just saw me kind of playing with drawing another leaf, just kind of making it more elongated. I'm going to try to do, you know, varied sizes, but that's just me taking another stab at drawing another leaf. And I'll just keep practicing till I see something that I am going to draw, or I should say I'll keep practicing until I find out exactly what I'm gonna want to paint on my canvas. And I'll probably just do a little pencil outline first before I paint it. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So stay tuned. All right, so this is just another variation that you just saw me draw, but we'll see what kind of leaf looks best on my painting. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a fun one. All right, guys, so I'm back. But this is the first one that I did. I ended up by doing the real nice elongated leaf, and I'm using like an iridescent paint. So this is iridescent white. So I did one there on this one, and then I did one here at the top. So I will continue to layer these leaves. But so far, yeah, this is turning out to be something different, but I'm thinking I really like it. So yeah, stay tuned. Just trying out different tools so I can make some definition. I want the leaves to like pop off the canvas. So I was just using the end of this little dotting tool. Hey guys, so I thought I'd just show you kind of like what my guide is. Remember I showed you we were drawing on the piece of paper? Well, this is kind of like my guide of what I'm gonna kind of place it on the canvas to see where it would go next. And then I just use this as my guide or my template to create where my leaf is gonna go next. So I'll place it on there and decide, yeah, it'll look good there. Or maybe we want to come back down here. Maybe we want to do one way down here. You know, I don't know, but I'm just going to, you know, kind of place it in different areas and then decide maybe I'll just, you know, kind of trace it on there and then start painting them. So, yeah. So this is just a nice little template I made for myself to see where I want my leaves on my canvas. Hey guys, all right, so I just finished up this one here. And now I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna place my next one. I'm thinking I'm gonna put one somewhere about right here. And then I'm gonna put one, I don't like that little dot right there that I see. So I am gonna cover it up with the leaf right, probably about something like that. So just 2 more leaves I'll be adding to this one. On these 2 leaves, I did add a little more bronze, just to deepen the hue, make it a little varied, because this one, I have less bronze in it, and this is the bronze that I've been using. So, yeah, I'm just kind of varying it, making it look a little different. And the leaves aren't perfect, but all leaves look different, so I'm trying my best. But I am using this as a guide, so they can look somewhat the same. So, yeah, I hope you're enjoying this little process. Hey guys, I think we've got one more leaf to go. I think she's going probably somewhere like that. And then we will be done with this one, and I'll show you the final results. All right, guys, here we are with the final results of me painting on those leaves. And I think she came out pretty good looking. I may do a little bit more to make those leaves pop, like outline them perhaps. But so far this is what she looks like. Hey guys, so I really feel like my leaves need a little bit more depth, so I'm taking this fluid copper, it's almost like glazing it, and I'm just kind of brushing it over the top of it because these leaves are dry now, but I don't know, I think they're blending in too much, so I need a little bit more contrast. So I am just trying to add a little bit more depth with this copper, and it's acting like it's a glaze on top. So that's what I'm doing. So maybe by doing this, it'll just give it a little bit more depth for me. I might need a couple layers, but that's what I'm doing now.